Welcome to the Back Pew. This coming weekend at First Lutheran Church, we're going to be hearing about some lepers who are healed by Jesus. Now, we maybe have heard this story before. It's one of those stories that periodically shows up, sometimes around Thanksgiving. It's a story about Thanksgiving, kind of. You see, there are these 10 lepers, and they cry for mercy to Jesus. And Jesus tells them to go on their way, show themselves to their priest. The priests are the ones who could declare somebody was clean, and that meant that they were healed. These 10 turned and began walking, and as they went, they were cleansed. They were healed. 9 of them walked on. The 10th, a Samaritan, an outcast, an outsider, comes back to give thanks to Jesus. This story gives us a couple of things to think about. One is that life of faith is a life of walking on, holding on to the promise of Jesus, not certain about it, but guaranteed, trusting it to be true. And as we go forward, that faith fills us. And God's promise does amazing things in our lives. Just like these lepers who, as they went forth, were cleansed. And it also, this story brings to mind for us to consider, how are we giving thanks to God? This Samaritan, this outcast, this outsider, this one that Jews would avoid at all cost historically, this one returned to give thanks to God in and through Jesus. How are we giving thanks? How are we returning to God with grateful hearts for what God is doing in our lives? Stuff to think about. Stuff for us to consider. We're going to be thinking and discussing and trying to figure all this out this coming week at First Lutheran Church. I hope to see you either Saturday or Sunday for worship. Come and celebrate God's good news for all people. If this Back Pew has been meaningful, please like it on Facebook, share it, pass it along, and help others to have this little break in the Word as we go through the week. I look forward to seeing you, and I pray God's richest of blessing upon you.